New at 5, unmasking fraudsters. The federal government is sounding the alarm on scammers trying to swindle money and personal information from victims impacted by water contamination at Camp Lejeune. Chief Legal Analyst Khalif Rhodes joins us now. Khalif, we've all seen the commercials, right, if you've been impacted by the water contamination at Camp Lejeune. But how is this scheme targeting victims, and what should people look out for?
And I'm glad you asked that. The Camp Lejeune claims unit sent out a list of things that you should be on the lookout for, and this is similar to something that we were talking about offline for a totally different event, but same topic. We're older individuals, more seasoned individuals that are getting these calls for to participate in this claim, not from the official location. And so they say the Justice Department and the Navy will never request money. So that's the first thing, to make sure that you're not paying them to participate in this process. If you've already had an attorney, your attorney's not asking for any money because they'll get paid once there's compensation at the end. We've all seen those type of ads. The other thing is they give the email address for the Navy website. So it's clclaims@us.navy.mil. So if you receive something that's not from a .mil, which is normally a military website, then you're not going to be responding to that. So those are the first two things. But as we mentioned, trying to tell individuals that are born in the 50s or born in the 60s, individuals that would have been affected by this Camp Lejeune case, how these types of scams work is something even harder to deal with. And that's what they're also trying to work them through, to be sure that you're talking to a person that's connected to this. Call us and we'll verify it, then you can call them back.
So we know that this issue is pretty, it's kind of common knowledge when you talk about the water contamination, what's going on at Camp Lejeune, and just as you said with the commercials and things like that. But right now we're talking about it. So what's new in this case that people need to be aware of?
The biggest thing is just to ensure that the claims continue to go forward. We've covered this a number of times. In Salisbury's lead attorney got added most recently, and so that's probably the newest thing to look for. But other than that, ensuring that you can participate in the claim is the major thing. And the fact that you have the Justice Department ensuring that they're telling folks about this, because this is a convoluted thing where they're being sued, but they're also telling folks that to participate in the lawsuit, you need to make sure you're actually talking to your attorney or an attorney in general. And that's something that normally you wouldn't see the person being sued telling the individual that has an opportunity to sue them to ensure that they have the right party.
It gets really convoluted when people are trying to figure out what kind of recourse they have, and you have people reaching out to you, making it easy. I mean, definitely some red flags there.
What I can tell you is with the internet and this popping up all the time, ads everywhere, anyone can say, hey, how can I jump into this claim? My father was at Camp Lejeune. He asked me, well, can you walk me through the process? Okay. I had to sit down as an attorney to try to figure out, well, what firm is dealing with this? Who can you work with? Because I didn't just want to click on the first ad to just sign them up for it. Right. So I did my due diligence, and I encourage everyone to do that to ensure that they can participate in the claim, the real claim, not the fraudulent claim.
Is there any negative effects that somebody needs to be aware of if they add themselves to the claim?
Not if you're on the real claim, but on this one, obviously they'll drain your money from your bank account, and they'll have your personal information, and that's something that you don't want to have happen. Okay. But adding yourself to the claim gives you the benefits that's connected to this millions of dollars that's out there for individuals that were drinking and using contaminated water. So for sure, something to be added to.
Great information.
Nice for your dad to have an attorney in the family to walk him through it all.